Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by King of the Cage Junior Welterweight Champion Tim Means. Tim, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Tim, you got a fight coming up at King of the Cage High Performance. How's training been going for the fight?
Training's been going excellent. Just got off the mountain now. Getting in shape, getting my weight off, so we can fight for that number one contender spot in the lightweight division.
So this fight is going to be at lightweight, not title defense?
Yeah, no title defense. I'm going to go after that. The goal is to win this fight and go after the KOTC lightweight belt. We'll be fighting for the number one contender spot in that weight class.
You've had 2 fights with Dom O'Grady, and he's kind of on a roll right now. He's on a 2-fight win streak. Would you be open to fighting him for the vacant title?
It's whoever Tom Vaughn and King of the Cage put in front of me. I think O'Grady's a great guy. I think he's a good fighter. I'm a fighter, so I'll pretty much fight anybody, and whoever King of the Cage thinks is the right person.
Will you plan on defending the junior welterweight title again, or will you be permanently moving down to 155?
No, I'm not really sure. The goal right now is to fight Brian Craven right now. If that fight goes well, I'll be fighting Ty Brown in January for that belt, and like I said, it's whatever King of the Cage has planned for me, and I'll fight.
Talk a little bit about Bryant Craven, your opponent. What are his strengths? What are his weaknesses? And what are you looking to exploit in this fight?
His strengths are he's well-rounded. He's 12-8. I think is his record. He's on a little bit of a win streak, 4 in a row, I believe. My strengths are to stay on my feet and bang the fight out. We've been going over to Power MMA in Arizona. Tom Vaughn's the new head coach out there, so I've been getting a lot of wrestling in for this fight. What I want to do is just exploit him, just to show him that he doesn't want to stand in front of me and throw leather. So that's going to be the game plan going into the fight.
Where do you see this fight going? Do you see it being a stand-up battle? Do you take it to the ground? Where do you see it going?
Brian Craven, for this next fight that's going to happen for KOTC High Performance, Brian Craven he's a guy that'll stand and he'll bang the fight out. Some things that I've noticed is he's been hit with knees from guys that are shorter than he is, and I'm 6'2" at lightweight, so if he's having a problem with their knees, he's not going to hold mine. So that's how I feel going into this fight.
This fight is happening at the Buffalo Thunder Casino. From what I hear, you're a pretty big fan of their buffet. Will you be hitting up that buffet immediately following this fight?
Absolutely. When I cut to 158, I can turn sideways and disappear, so I definitely have to get to the buffet and put my weight back on, so looking forward to that.
How do you see this fight playing out?
I always want to go for the knockout, but I've been learning some cool submissions, so if I can hit an awesome submission that night, we're not going the distance. We won't go 15 minutes. Do my best to stop the fight, and I feel my record speaks for itself on that.
A guy you beat, Bobby Green, he's now with Strikeforce. Do you see yourself moving up through the ranks anytime soon, or do you think it's going to take you, 3-4 fights maybe?
Yeah, of course I see myself moving up. Right now we're building my ring experience and my media experience and learning how to mentally deal with these interviews and moving up to better competition. So I'm really pleased in where I'm at in my career, and I'm just happy to be on a winning streak.
You did a little boxing. Is there any chance we might see you do some more boxing matches, or are you solely focused on MMA?
Oh, absolutely. I love fighting all around as a sport. That's Muay Thai and boxing and the mixed martial arts. So last night, we went over to Johnny Tapia's camp here in Albuquerque. Went and sparred some of those guys. So in just boxing. So I enjoy breaking it down. So you'll see me boxing in the near future probably.
Tim, how did you get your start in MMA?
I got my start. I just opened up a phone book one day. I've always kind of had the fighter in me. I was getting into street fights as a young kid, and I wanted to try to harness it. And I opened up a phone book and found Tom and Arlene, and I've been with it ever since. I got in a little bit of trouble and veered off the path, but I came back in '09, and I'm back better than ever. Taking the sport more serious and looking at it as a business rather than a hobby.
How did you get the nickname the Dirty Bird?
One of my first fights in Colorado, I dyed my hair. It was supposed to be red. It came out pink, and some people said, a teammate said I looked like a dirty bird, and that nickname just stuck.
The next season for the Ultimate Fighter 15, is going to be lightweights and welterweights. Any plans on trying out or applying? Any plans for that?
Personally, man, I've been to prison. I've had to live in small, confined areas with guys, and, I think stuff they do on that show is kind of unprofessional, messing with people's cornflakes and pulling pranks and stuff. I'm just not a guy that wants to deal with that. But if Tom and my managers and stuff think that that's the way we need to go to get into the UFC, then it's something I have to do. But right now, personally, it's nothing I have in mind. Tim,
real quick before I let you go, do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank? Anything you want to say to the fans?
Absolutely. I want to thank Max Muscle and Rio Rancho. They helped me out with all my supplements, get my weight maintained. AC Therapies with Chris and Natalie Hall for my mental focus, everything they do for me. And being on construction in Moriarty, New Mexico. I want to thank the fans for buying tickets to come watch me fight, and just thank everybody who's had me in their prayers and everything. Thank you for supporting me.
Tim, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk. Good luck at King of the Cage High Performance against Brian Craven.